Welcome to Crypto Insights Lab, where meticulous analysis meets the dynamic world of cryptocurrency. Unravel the intricacies of blockchain as we delve deep, providing expert clarity in a decentralized age. This week we dive into Base, the new player in Ethereum's Layer 2 landscape, launched by Coinbase using Optimism's OP stack. In this episode, we'll dive deeper into Base, exploring its technology, evaluating how it compares to other L2S, understanding its economics, and examining its relationship with Optimism. So, let's look at the essence of Base. Base is an optimistic rollup, built using Optimism's open-source tech stack. But before we delve deeper into Base's unique offerings, it's paramount to understand the underlying mechanics of optimistic rollups. Optimistic rollups are an off-chain aggregation of transactions inside an Ethereum smart contract. Instead of validating every transaction on the mainnet, which can be cumbersome and expensive, optimistic rollups optimistically assume the computations are correct and send a summarized version to the Ethereum main chain. While this approach significantly amplifies throughput, it doesn't compromise on security. If any discrepancies arise in the off-chain computations, the system facilitates challenges, allowing any observer to highlight the error and rectify it. With this design in mind, Base brings several advantages to the table. Firstly, it addresses one of Ethereum's major pain points by ensuring lower gas fees. Base's architecture ensures that users enjoy more affordable transaction costs. Secondly, by leveraging the power of optimistic rollups, Base expedites transaction processing, offering a smoother user experience. Furthermore, Base's seamless integration with the Ethereum virtual machine ensures that developers can transition their projects with ease, bridging the old with the new. And lastly, it's worth noting that Base isn't just a platform. It aims to build a thriving community. Its open-source foundation fosters collective collaboration, ensuring that the platform continues to evolve in line with the needs of its users. Now let's take a closer look at how Base fits into the bustling Layer 2 ecosystem. The Layer 2 ecosystem is packed with innovation and competition. As Base carves its niche, a closer examination of its standing amidst its competitors is crucial. When we talk about metrics like total value locked or TVL, it provides a window into trust and adoption. With Base's TVL sitting at $347 million, it's clear there's substantial traction, especially given its relatively new entry into the market. Arbitrum is the Ethereum L2 with the highest TVL at $1.7 billion, but Base's ascendancy, especially its overtaking of Zeek Sync's $120 million, is noteworthy. For context, while Sync dangled the carrot of an airdrop, Base has insisted that there will be no native coin and therefore no airdrops. Diving into user engagement, Base's daily active average stands at approximately 70,000 to 80,000. In comparison, Arbitrum currently hosts around 120,000 daily users, a number that has seen a steady decline since April. Optimism, on the other hand, registers around 80,000 daily active users. Base's rapid growth could hint at a short-term hype, much like what Arbitrum experienced with its early peaks of over 250,000 daily active users, followed by a steady decline. On the other hand, Base's current pace might also suggest it's emulating Optimism's trajectory of steady growth. Both trajectories are plausible, and only time will tell where Base is truly heading. Currently, the stable user numbers, coupled with a slight increase over the last few days, hint towards real adoption over short-term hype. Base's economic performance is turning heads. Since its introduction, Base has accrued fees totaling $5.8 million, leading to a revenue of $3.8 million. Base's daily revenue has declined from an initial figure of around $130,000 to its current range of $60,000 to $70,000. Nevertheless, with an impressive profit margin of 65%, Coinbase still garners substantial daily earnings. In contrast, Optimism generates a daily revenue of approximately $20,000 to $30,000, while Arbitrum's revenue lies between $60,000 and $80,000. However, as seen with Optimism's recent update that drastically reduced fees, leading to a significant cut in its revenue. Base's economic model could see changes in response to network optimizations and user feedback. Let's move on to capital flow through bridges. Bridging assets between chains is a pivotal aspect of Layer 2 solutions. Base's bridge has facilitated 262,000 users in moving 179000 ETH onto its platform. While these numbers are commendable, it's clear that there's room for growth. Leaders like ZK Sync and Arbitrum still have a substantial lead, with their bridges facilitating larger volumes of ETH and more users. Time to shift our focus to the economic implications for Coinbase. As we traverse the dynamic terrain of the crypto world, it's evident that giants like Coinbase are making calculated moves, and their venture with Base stands out as a prime example. In the previous year, Coinbase reported a revenue of $662 million, but ended with a net income in the red, registering a loss of $97.4 million. With Base's potential contribution for the remainder of the year, an additional $12.42 million could be added to Coinbase's revenue. With a potentially growing user base, the impact could be even stronger. Contextualizing this, Base's projected annual revenue could represent nearly 1.9% of Coinbase's total revenue from the prior year. That's right. A fledgling like Base might account for almost 2% of Coinbase's annual earnings. Diving into the monthly figures, Coinbase's monthly revenue from the preceding year averaged out to roughly $55.2 million. Base, if it sustains its pace, could chip in about $4.14 million monthly, increasing Coinbase's average monthly income by 7.5%. However, the crypto market is anything but static. An uptick in Base's user base hints at potential revenue growth, but there's more to the story. As previously discussed, network upgrades, particularly those that curtail fees, can dent revenue streams. A case in point is Optimism's recent tweaks, which saw a dip in its earnings. Base might encounter analogous situations down the line, potentially tempering its contributions to Coinbase. On its path to decentralization, multiple sequencers will be introduced on Base. This shift, while bolstering decentralization, will lead to a distribution of revenue between the different sequences, as opposed to the current scenario where Base, being the sole sequencer, reaps the entirety of it. That being said, proto-danksharding and danksharding are expected to lower the cost for L2S to post data back to L1 by 10x and 100x, respectively. This could actually help to increase the profitability of rollups like Base, if they don't end up passing the entire savings to users. Building on our discussion, let's delve into the interplay between Base and Optimism. Optimism, with its Superchain plans, paints a picture of a decentralized Ethereum future, where multiple rollups serve as bustling hubs for various ecosystems. These rollups, acting as individual powerhouses, are envisioned to interlink and form a collective mesh called the Superchain. The guiding principle here is clear. A decentralized collective effort holds more potential than a single chain acting in isolation. Base isn't just a passive participant in this journey. It actively contributes to the Superchain vision. 15% of the Base sequencer fees are funneled back to the Optimism Collective, a significant stakeholder responsible for funding public goods for the Optimism ecosystem. As the second Layer 2 solution after the Optimism mainnet, to be deployed on the OP stack, Base also aims to bring Coinbase's vast user base into the Superchain ecosystem. To put this into perspective, according to the block, Coinbase has 110 million registered users and over 7 million MAUs. Money.com lists Coinbase Wallet as the best crypto wallet for beginners. Base has the potential to introduce many users to their first on-chain experience if Coinbase executes well. Furthermore, Coinbase isn't just collaborating, they're actively contributing to the fabric of the Superchain. Their efforts are directed towards the development of tools and services that promise to elevate the developer experience on both Optimism and Base platforms. While Base had a promising start, there are some reservations and risks left. Striking the right balance between efficiency and decentralization is like threading a needle. Base's current reliance on a single sequencer, managed by Coinbase, invites scrutiny. The sequencer, often unsung in the grander scheme, is pivotal in an optimistic roll-up. Its role is to meticulously order and batch process transactions, ensuring a seamless harmony with the blockchain's overarching state. But with this structure comes a point of contention: the specter of centralization. There's a looming question in the crypto community. With only one sequencer, are we veering too close to a centralized system? The underlying concern stems from the potential power Coinbase could wield in this setup. Theoretically, they could enforce KYC procedures or curate transactions. While it seems far-fetched for Coinbase to take such unilateral steps, even the remote possibility has spurred debates. However, this isn't a challenge unique to Base. Optimism and Arbitrum too embarked on their journeys with a single sequencer. It's a phased strategy: commence with one, then diversify to foster decentralization as growth ensues. Coinbase seems to echo this sentiment. They've dropped hints about integrating more sequencers into Base's framework. This would invariably dilute the concentration of control, quelling fears of centralization. Yes, bringing in more sequencers might taper off Coinbase's direct revenue from Base, but it's a trade-off. As transaction volumes might see an uptick, Coinbase views it as an investment for Base's expansive growth and maintaining a competitive foothold in the industry. With Base's current trajectory and its interplay within the Ethereum ecosystem, what might the future hold for Base? As we peer into the horizon of the decentralized landscape, Base's trajectory, intertwined with its present positioning, presents a compelling narrative. Supported by Coinbase's vast infrastructure, Base is poised to be a gateway for a new wave of crypto adopters. The reality is clear. While the seasoned enthusiasts of the crypto realm have embraced on-chain activities, many casual users still operate on centralized platforms. Coinbase, with its user-friendly interface and massive user base, stands as one of the leading centralized platforms. Through the Coinbase wallet and its direct bridge, there's potential to lower the entry barrier, enabling these users to seamlessly transition to the decentralized world of Base. This move is not just about technological integration. It's an invitation to a broader audience to experience the decentralized wonders of Web3. Within this context, Base benefits from a dual user base advantage: the seasoned Ethereum community and the vast Coinbase clientele. It's a unique position that amplifies Base's potential influence in the ecosystem. Yet, as Base evolves, its ripple effects on the broader Ethereum ecosystem demand attention. While platforms like Base and Optimism are coalescing towards a shared ambition of an interconnected web of Layer 2 solutions, the Superchain, they're not devoid of competition. Each Layer 2 solution, including Base, is in a race to offer unique features, ensuring user retention and growth. However, they're also aware of the collective goal: a fortified Ethereum ecosystem. This duality of competition and collaboration is what's driving innovations and alliances, with each platform striving for dominance while also pushing for a unified, interoperable Ethereum frontier. In essence, Base's journey is not merely about establishing its own identity. It's about contributing to a collective, decentralized ambition. As we wrap up today's insightful journey into Base and its pivotal role in Ethereum's Layer 2 landscape, it's evident that the world of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology continues to evolve, bringing with it new players and innovative solutions. Thank you for joining us today at the Crypto Insights Lab. We truly appreciate your time and curiosity. If you found our analysis enlightening, please consider subscribing to our channel. Together, let's continue unraveling the intricacies of the crypto world. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.